How has fatherhood altered who you are and what you do?
Well, it makes you think more about your priorities and reshifts, I think, some of your priorities, because, you know, you realize you have a life you're responsible for. And, you know, I already was very focused on my marriage and making sure our relationship was healthy. And that requires a certain amount of time and energy. But beyond that, us being parents is really important to us. And being good parents and being present parents is really important to us. And so I try to work less. I try to only do things when it comes to work that I think are really important. And I'm in a position now in my career where I'm able to say no to certain things that I might have had to say yes to before.
And that work less thing is hard because, man, I've texted you before, and I swear, I'm like, dude, are you always on tour?
I'm on the road a lot. Yeah, I haven't been on the road since we had Luna, but she's going to go on the road with us on this upcoming tour.
But before her, I mean, you were forever. I swear, every time I'm like, John, okay, dude, when are you gonna be in the States? I mean, it was
well, that's gonna
here,
that's
London, here. I mean,
that's still gonna happen, but we're gonna hopefully bring Luna with us as much as possible, depending on how much Chrissy has to work here in the States as well. So we're gonna, as much as possible, be together as a family. But we got a tour. We got to get out there and play the songs for the people, and so we'll make it work out.
Has she also impacted what you write about, and then also things that she does, and you go, okay, I'm gonna work that in somehow?
Well, I think it gives you a different perspective, and I think in some ways it's kind of humbling. In this last album, Darkness and Light, that I just put out, I talk about some of the questions that parents have. You know, I wrote a song called "Right by You," and when we wrote the song, we didn't want to say all these declarative statements. We wanted it to be mostly questions, mostly wondering what she's going to be like, whose traits is she going to take on, you know, how will she move in the world, what will her impact in the world be? Those are the kind of questions that we asked in the song. And I think the fact that we use questions and not answers, questions and not declarative statements, was reflective of the fact that it's a humbling experience to be a new parent. We haven't done this before. It's an awesome responsibility, and we're learning as we go. And that's certainly been a part of my songwriting. And I think it also made me more reflective in general about life, and about death, and about legacy, and about what it means to do something important in the world, and will it survive your actual living and breathing on Earth? Will your life have meant something?
Your wife is cray cray. In a great way. Love her to death.
Yes.
Love her to death.
She's a wild one sometimes.
Wild one, and Lord, her in social media.
Yes.
Even times when you go, girl, you lost your mind. I mean, because I say it.
I'm her biggest fan on Twitter. Every once in a while she'll say something like, "You sure you want to say that?" Most of the time she'll stop herself from saying the things that I'm like, "You sure you want to say that?" But occasionally she'll say them and she'll post them. But she's smart and she's strong enough to take whatever backlash that comes her way. And I think people love her because she's so real. They love her because she's so honest. They love her because she'll clap back sometimes when people try to start some mess.
Yeah, she'll clap back.
When they start some mess with her. And, you know, that's part of why I was so attracted to her in the first place, was because she is that kind of person. She's feisty, she's funny, she'll tell you like it is. And I think the combination of the two of us, me being more mellow, it kind of works well together.
Well, I crack up when y'all are going back and forth with love notes, and I'm going, don't y'all can text each other, and y'all, it's sort of like,
we try to entertain y'all. Can we entertain y'all?
Did I send a tweet or did I text that? I'm like, John, Chrissy, get her on.
You know, we have fun on social media, and I think that's why people really love Chrissy, is the authenticity.
My wife is a fan of Lip Sync Battle.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of a sudden, I'm watching this and I'm going, that's John? Because getting wild and crazy, you never hear John Legend getting wild and crazy. And so, because that's just not you.
Yeah.
It was sort of like that was an alter ego thing where you
fun.
just went there.
I love it, and I think that's what people love about being on the show as guests. That's why a lot of other celebrities want to do it, because it gives you a chance to play another character and to kind of embody another persona. And particularly doing the Andre 3000 song last time I was on the show, I had so much fun, man. I really enjoyed it.
So will we ever see a John Legend party album? I'm talking about...
Well, I've had party songs, I've had Green Light, I've had other songs that, you know, were up-tempo, but everybody knows my sweet spot is kind of in that mid-tempo and ballad area, and, you know, and since I'm not much of a dancer to begin with, you know, I don't focus a lot on music that's dance-oriented. I focus more on the stuff that's in my sweet spot. But, you know, if you listen to my albums, there's always a range of moods and range of vibes on there, but the songs I'm most known for are the big songs that happen to be ballads, like Ordinary People and All of Me. But, you know, I think if you come to my shows, you'll see the whole range. You'll see the up-tempos, the mid-tempos, the ballads, and we try to really create a fun experience for people when they come to the show.
See, I just like...
But it's romantic, too. You know, it's usually date night for most people.
Precisely.
Yeah, and that's all good. And you want to see people with diversity, but at the end of the day, people are best at certain things. And that's what they usually tend to focus on. And so, you know, I think it's important as someone who makes albums to have a range of emotions and feelings in the album. But I know what people love the most from me, and I kind of super serve them in that area.
A peaceful protest turned deadly. 37-year-old black man was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police. His hands are in the air, and you still get shot by the cops.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
We're not gonna let hate define us.
Race is a big part of this.
If truly all lives matter, then all lives need to matter equally. What we require is action. What we require is accountability. We understand that black lives do matter, and we will keep focused on this issue.
NewsOne Now, every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.